Okie dokie, so I went for the pause button, missed and hit the stop button. So right now, this is in two parts. I'll fix it in editing when I'm adding in music for dumb reasons. Anyway. Mouse over the interface buttons. Ah! It actually stands for Andrew Hussey, but... Ah! That's the select button. That's revise. That's me about to start choking again. Ah, shit. Fernalia Registry, Grist Cache, Explore of Athenaeum, Athumra, Bat, Alchemy Excursus. Select the magic chest. Oh hey! There's something under it. Zoom out! Drop chest! Wait, it's still zooming out. Okay. Whoa, what are you doing? Sorry, I'm just getting a feel for the controls. Is my magic chest on the roof now? Yes. I will try to be more careful next time. Get the card. You find your missing stack fetch modus and quickly reapply it to your Sylladex. You can now opt for either the stack or queue modus at any time. You toggle between your fetch modi with gleeful abandon. Wasn't this supposed to be green? No, never mind. It looks like your dad is leaving again for more baking supplies, but not with it. You're relieved to have the house to yourself again, if only for a few minutes. You just hope he doesn't notice your magic chest on the roof, or all the shit you threw out the window for that matter. Select stuff in yard and move it back into the room. Hey, do you think you could do me a favor? Can you grab all that stuff outside my broken window and bring it in for me? I'll give it a shot. Thanks! No luck. It appears to be out of range. I'm guessing it's too far away from you, the player. Select John. You cannot select a player! John abjures the meddlesome cursor. Oh hey, look, it is supposed to be green. Select Bunny! Put the bunny back in the box. Teeth? No teeth. Revise room. Oh. Open Pernalia Registry. Deploy the totem lathe. John, check this shit out. What the fuck? You don't know what the heck this thing does, but it looks neat. Open the grist cache. It seems expanding the dimensions of your room just cost us some build grist, but deploying the lathe did not appear to incur any expense. It looks like certain objects are freebies, probably to help you set up the game. Wow, okay. What do they do? I think it's up to you to find out. All I can do is drop stuff into your house and move it around, apparently. How do I move stuff around? It sounds fun! I don't think you can as the client. You will need to install the server application. You should have received both in separate envelopes. I'm running both on my computer right now. What? Did you get another envelope in the mail? No! Once you install the server and establish a connection, I'm sure you will be able to manipulate my environment in the same manner. Are you sure you didn't get it? Oh man, I think I know where it might be. Flashback. Done! Done! Now that your room is bigger, why don't you move to the far corner? It will extend the range of the cursor and I can reach the items. Which you threw out the window for some reason? Good idea! What have you been doing in here all afternoon anyway? I was just fussing with my retarded Silodex, but I think I have it under control now. What modus do you use? I like to use trees. Oh no, that sounds so awkward. It's not exceptionally practical, but I think they're elegant. The... What? What? Wait for it. Yeah! Deploy Crutch Trooper. My leg! My leg! Ah, shit. Deploy the Alchemiter. Punch. And Judy. Why is the floor shaking? Are you dropping more stuff in my house? Yes, 2 more large gizmos. Sweet! What is with all these big contraptions? If I had to guess, they appear to facilitate some sort of system involving a punch card-based alchemy. Huh. To what end? I mean, what are we supposed to be doing in this game? That remains to be seen. Maybe you should go investigate? Kick the PDA! Serious business. You grab the PDA, switching back to stack mode so it is readily accessible. The interface is oddly sterile. No hilarious clown wallpapers or anything like that. Oops, you mean Harlequin wallpapers. The serious business application is open. It seems your dad uses it to keep tabs on various acquaintances. His fellow street performers, maybe? You guessed that the performing arts must be pretty serious business after all. Should I read these? I'm not going to read these. Install Pester Chum. This should be useful. Now you can keep tabs on your chums while you wander around the house. Is this what PDAs used to be able to do, or is this just this PDA? I mean, there's some wacky shit happening in this universe, but I find it difficult to believe PDAs could do this. Then again, my cell phone is about the size of that PDA. I mean, look at this bitch. Nah, I'm sorry, baby. I love you. Mwah. But you piss me off sometimes. Okay. Hey, I'm out on the balcony now. I'm messaging from my dad's PDA. The one you threw into the yard? No, I'm telling you, it jumped out of my Silodex like a frightened weasel. What were you doing with it in the first place? I am not sensing a lot of regard for the personal property of others. Is this how your pent-up frustration with your father manifests itself? What? No. Those were all accidents. Please take your psychobabblery elsewhere, miss. Your bathroom is a mess. Did you do that too? Oh man, see, this isn't cool, all this snooping nonsense. There's a cake in the toilet. Yes, there is. I'm tempted to clean it up for you. Okay, if that will satisfy your weird OCD complex, then go ahead. My obsessive-compulsive disorder complex? Can a disorder also be a complex? In your case, probably. Sounds complicated. Anyway, I'm going to have a look at this enormous platformy thing you put on the balcony. Examine the Alchemiter in a cautious manner. You have no idea what to do with this thing. You can't find any controls for it. Having exhausted all other possibilities, you just decide to stand on it. This isn't very cautious of you, actually. Look through the telescope. Ow. God damn it, kneecap. It is a clear, sunny day. Nothing out of the ordinary to report, at least not beyond the walls of your own home. Grab the soiled toilet. Whoa. Whoops. Whoops what? What was that noise? Is this something I should go investigate? No, I have it under control. You can keep playing with your telescope. Investigate. Ah! I think I can patch it up. Just give me a little space. Why don't you go have a look at the crux intruder? The what? The thing I put in your living room? Hop down the hole. You jump down to the utility room. Get sledgehammer and card. Strife Specibus Hammerkind. You take the sledgehammer and the capture log card, combine the two, and quickly apply it to your Strife Specibus. You think it's cool that things don't always have to be a federal fucking issue. It looks like another one of your chums is pestering you on your PDA. Answer the bitch. Oh, excuse me, No. Garten Gnostic's not a bitch. John, did you get my package? Oh, hey! Not yet. Darn, are you sure it was in a green box? Oh! Yes, but it was in my dad's car and he's still out at the store. He should be back soon. Great! So what are you up to today? I'm up to my neck in this Esberb stuff. TT's making a royal mess of my house. LOL. What's Esberb? Oh, this game. It's okay, I guess. I'm still figuring it out. Whoa, what was that? What was what? There was a loud noise outside my house. It sounded like an explosion. Wow, really? I'll go outside and look. Oh man, alright, but be careful, okay? I will! Might as well check out the Cruxtruder. The Cruxtruder. Oh, hell no! You put this thing in front of the door? There's a door there? Yeah? I didn't see it, I just thought it fit nicely into that groove. You mean you thought it was elegant? Okay, well, what do I do with this thing? Hello? What are you doing up there now? Ah, fuck. Examine the wheel on the Cruxtruder. When you turn the wheel, something seems to be pushing up from underneath the lid, but you aren't strong enough to make the lid come off. Tug. 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 Put bathtub in driveway. Connection lost. On the tub's journey to the driveway, the connection is interrupted. Scold TT. You can see me, right? Tell me what's wrong with this picture. Sorry, I keep losing the wireless signal. Must be the weather. I would look for a stronger signal in another part of my house, but I'd rather not risk an encounter with my mother. I battled through her cloud of gin and derision once already this evening. Haha, yeah, I hear you. Yes, cake, gestures, unfaltering love and support. Quite a road to hoe there, though I suppose I'm complicit for not informing social services about your situation. I know! What's going on outside? Maybe you could catch a neighbor signal. That presents the same problem. Also, it's raining, remember? And dark. It's dark already? Yes, the sun has already had its way with us here on the East Coast. Its lurid glare has moved on to younger time zones. Okay. Hit the Cruxtruder with the sledgehammer! Need some help? Pick up sledgehammer. Boom goes the dynamite! What is this thing, and what's that clock counting down to? I've been looking at the GameFAQ walkthroughs to figure some of this stuff out. Hold on while I read further. Okay? All of these walkthroughs are extremely short. None progress much further than this point. Weird. Well, I mean, it is a new game. True. Now that the lid's off, you will need to extrude some Cruxite. Turn the wheel again. You extrude one Cruxite dowel. Get the Cruxite. The Cruxite. I feel like we should be hurrying. That countdown is making me nervous. John? Oh, your PDA is trapped under the Cruxite now, isn't it? Anyway, it looks like you're going to need this card, too. Deploy pre-punched card. Get the card. A shard of glass is expelled from the deck and maims the Harlequin doll. Capture log fanciful Harlequins. Haha! You take 2 fanciful Harlequins. The additional useless freight pushes your PDA to the last card. You then switch to the queue mode so you can access the PDA. More glass shrapnel flies from the deck. This thing keeps following me around. I think it's trying to talk to me or something. That is probably the Colonel sprite. It apparently needs to be prototyped. Twice, actually. Whatever the hell that means. These walkthroughs are horrendously written. Okay, well, you are the one with the cursor, so just do whatever you think is the right thing to do. Also, fix my bathroom. Drop main Harlequin into Colonel sprite. The Colonel sprite has been prototyped with the Harlequin doll. I still can't understand this thing's gobbledygook. That was only Tier 1 prototyping. There's still another tier to the prototyping progress, which for all we know merely advances this entity through increasingly esoteric states of linguistics. The clock is ticking. We don't have time for this asinine tomfoolery, this unmitigated poppycock extravagant hogwash. Okay, stop. Stop typing whatever silly thing you're typing. I'm going upstairs to the big platform thingy. The alchemiter? Try to learn the lingo. Use pre-punch card on the alchemiter. There is no slot for a card anywhere to be found on the alchemiter. The Colonel sprite followed you upstairs. Explore Athenum. Acquiring a Crooksite dowel seems to have populated the Athenulum with one item, a perfectly generic object. Capture log telescope. There it go. You snatch the telescope from its tripod. Who knows, it might be useful. But more importantly, it pushes the Crooksite dowel to the last card, making it available for tinkering. The PDA is predictably jettisoned into the yard over the neighbor's fence. Put Crooksite on weird Patamon alchemiter. You place the Crooksite dowel on the alchemiter's small pedestal. Something is happening. Zzz. You set the alchemiter to cast 3 perfectly generic objects for some reason, expending a total of 6 units of build-a-gris. These things look completely useless. What a waste! Out of the corner of your eye, you notice something in the sky. Switch modus and use telescope to inspect the sky. You switch back to stack modus and get a closer look with your telescope. Whatever it is, the Colonel sprite seems particularly agitated about it. You're no astronomer, but its trajectory looks suspiciously head-on with your current perspective. This is a troubling development. High five, Colonel Sprite. You figure you've left him hanging long enough. Okay, so, with that, I'm gonna save the game. Something seems to be happening. And I think that's a good stopping point. Probably just gonna wait until it hits 20 minutes. Because I'm a weirdo. And then I'm going to have to go start getting the music I'm going to add to it. Because it's still a weirdo. Okay, almost there. So this episode, or part 2, or whatever the fuck I'm going to call these, it's going to be a little bit longer because dumb shit. and dying, but